So it's a bit of a mixed bag for the stock market this week. To start the week, after we just got the 50 basis point rate cut from the Federal Reserve last week, which the market, talk about volatility, guys, it was all over the place last week, but we ended up running up. I believe that was on Thursday, and we cooled off a bit on Friday. But now the markets are pretty flat as it is midday here on Monday. It's about 12:30 p.m. right now on the East Coast when I'm making this video, and we have the Russell currently down about 0.5%, really the only substantial move here out of the indexes, as the Nasdaq, the S&P, and the Dow, no joke, they're all at break even, and the VIX is currently down about 1%. So I want to break down with you guys what I'm doing in the stock market right now. Am I going cash? Am I buying stocks? Holding on? What am I doing? We'll break down the charts here, and we'll go over some stocks I'm looking at in the short term as trades. So guys, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and you might as well snag up to 15 stocks from Moomoo while the deal lasts with at least a $100 deposit. Use that link down below or go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo, and your uninvested cash for now on top of that will earn up to 8.1% APY, which, guys, that's a no-brainer, and the clock's ticking. So again, use that link down below, also pinned in the comments, or go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo, and let's dive right into the video. So it seems like the stock market is consolidating today again on Monday, the first day of the week after we got the 50 basis point cut, which I believe was the biggest cut since 2008, the global financial crisis, and the first cut since 2020. We're talking right around 4 years ago, guys. So these are interesting times, to say the least, and we're projected to get another, I think, 50 basis points of a cut by the end of the year, which the year is slowly wrapping up here, guys. We only have 3 more full months, October, November, and December. It's slowly wrapping up here, right? And today, as again, it's the first day of the week, we're consolidating a bit right by the levels we were, at least here on SPY, from Friday. You guys can see we chopped around at about 568, 570-ish on Friday. Now it's the same thing. In the pre-market, we were flirting with 570. We actually got over that point on, at open in the beginning of the day here. We hit over 570 on SPY. And triple Q, if I pull it up, which is the NASDAQ 100, you guys can see very similar price action, right? We're consolidating a bit, which is what we saw on Friday after the big pop on Thursday. And now that I'm looking at this, guys, what is this? This is an ascending triangle, an actual bullish chart pattern here, very bullish, which if this were to play out, we break out 485, 486, the high from Thursday. That's where my alert's at. Triple Q could see a nice leg up from there and maybe even more upside. And let me see if I'm noticing that on SPY as well. Kind of, right? We're noticing higher lows here being made, more of a wedge here on SPY. You guys see higher lows, lower highs being made at the same time. So kind of what direction is this going to pick? Ideally, the bulls would want to see a break above 570 again, 573, which was the high from Thursday on SPY. So I'll set my alert there right now. And the reality of the matter is, guys, if we take out 573 and start to break the wedge here at 570, I'll put another alert. All-time highs are coming on SPY. That's the reality of the matter here. Well, first, we're going to have to break 570. Then if 573 breaks, boom, there you go. All-time high on SPY, right? And we're still looking really bullish. Nobody's denying that, obviously. We're above the moving averages on the 1-hour chart here on SPY, on triple Q as well. Let me double check that. Yeah, we're breaking out to multi-week highs on triple Q. And the difference here is, guys, Triple Q's not quite yet near all-time highs. I mean, we're close, but we're not at them like SPY is, right? Triple Q still needs to break out of 486, which was the high from the end of August. If that were to break, all right, maybe we take a shot to all-time highs being 505 from that point. But we're not there yet, so baby steps, like I like to say here on the channel. We have to break 486 first, and from there, all-time highs on Triple Q. And on the Russell here, guys, it's struggling to break out of 2250, which has been resistance here for a couple of weeks, couple of months for that matter. So 2250, 2300 points needs to break. I'll set my alert there right now. Mark is at or above 2250. I'll put my first alert, and I'll put another one here at 2300 points on the Russell. I'm thinking we break 2250, guys. From there, 2300 should fill. Then this one will be able to get to all-time highs, which we haven't been at since the end of 2021, where we hit 2458. So we're getting there, guys, like Triple Q, but not quite there yet, like the S&P and the Dow for that matter, which the Dow also just recently hit an all-time high. Did it actually hit another one today? Yeah, it looks like we hit another one this morning at 42,190. So another all-time high was hit today, and the Dow has been breaking out here for quite some time. So the stock market is looking really bullish overall here, guys, with the S&P and the Dow breaking out like we talked about recently, Dow hitting another all-time high, and the NASDAQ and the Russell are lagging a bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if those broke out as well. And when it comes to individual stocks here, folks, there are a couple that are moving and grooving right now. Tesla being one of them. TSLA is the ticker, which I outlined in my video recently. I actually also called this out in my email that I send out every Monday, by the way. Just sent another one out today. Make sure to sign up. It's free, link down below. But I remember I mentioned this in my email. I think it was in the beginning of August. When was that? Yeah, early August when Tesla was at like 200. We called out the breakout. Now we're at 255. This thing is rocking and rolling, up another 4% on the day today. We have a golden cross. We're above the moving averages. The inverse head and shoulders we called out recently is playing out. So I would argue that Tesla might need to cool off a little bit now. Maybe getting a bit too overbought, too hot. But who knows, man? Earnings are coming up here pretty soon. Looks like here in the middle of October in about 2-3 weeks. So I don't know. Maybe they run through earnings. Maybe they pull down a little bit before earnings, which could be setting us up for a decent move if they do crush earnings and it offers a dip buy, which I'm not recommending to trade based on earnings or buy before earnings. I'm not planning on doing that. But if you like trading around earnings, I guess that could be an interesting setup. So Tesla's moving today. JD.com is another one that's moving, which was dead in the water for a little bit in the mid-low 20s, more like the mid-20s, and now we're starting to bounce back, see some resurgence here. We're starting to get back to life. We're pushing towards $30 per share on JD.com, which that was the high from the middle of August, roughly also in the middle of July. So if this breaks $30, guys, I could see it filling the gap up to about $33 per share. Maybe it goes even higher than that. So JD is looking very good right now. And let me pull up ARM Holdings, which we called out recently. This is looking pretty good still as well, up 3% on the day, up over $4. And the breakout is still looking good. We're above the moving averages, golden cross. It looks like we're holding this channel that we talked about. And I'm thinking that we could end up playing in this channel. Maybe some more upside towards the mid-high hundreds could be coming. And, of course, we'll do more updates, guys. We'll do a bunch of updates on these stocks, follow-ups, all of that. So make sure to subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and join the mailing list because, again, for free, I'm sending you guys my top 3 stocks every single Monday right to your email. You guys can sign up. The landing page looks like this. Put your first name, your email address, no spam, no BS, straight up stocks and charts. That's linked down below. And you might as well get up to 15 stocks from Moo while you're at it with at least a $100 deposit, and your uninvested cash will earn up to 8.1% APY, which, guys, that's a no-brainer. So use the link down below, pinned in the comments, or go to stocksurfast.com/Moo, and I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers. Have a good one, guys.